Hello everyone, it is Foul Play here, and I'm back here for this week's Modern League. So I'm running green white again. Bit unsuccessful over the weekend with Bant. I think if I tune the list, as I was looking at doing and discussed with my friend Alex, I think the deck has promised to perform a bit better in the future. But I think at the moment, if you want a modern deck, like a Boggles deck that's going to perform, either green white or blue white are your best bets. Blue white, surprisingly impressive for me. But we're not here to talk about blue white today. We're here to talk about green white. So this is the list I'm going to be running in today's leg. I've actually made a change to my mana base. I've minus the 5th fetch land, the Misty Rainforest, and I've added in the 4th Temple Garden. So now my land base is 4 Windswept Heath, 4 Temple Garden, 4 Razorverge Thicket, 4 Horizon Canopy, 2 Plains, 1 Forest, and the 1 Arbor. The reason I've done this is Skyclave Apparition is a big pain in the butt. It's a really good card. I'm seeing more Hate Bears. Hate Bears has Lead and Arbiter. Just going to tune my deck slightly so less of my lands require fetching, right? Makes sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you as well. So for our creatures, of course, we've got Slippery Bogle, 1 mana, and Gladecover Scout, 1 mana, both hexproof. 2 mana, Core Spirit Dancer as a 4 of also. So it's 0/2, no hexproof, but gets +2/+2 for each aura attached to it. And when you cast an aura spell, you may draw a card, which we do. We like to. And the only time we don't is maybe against Mill when our library's starting to get a bit low. Alright, so aura-wise, we're running Ethereal Armor as 4 of. So this gives 1/1 for each enchantment you control and First Strike. Very nice, very powerful aura. Probably the best aura in the deck, arguably at least. 4 Griff Spoon, so 1 mana, 1 flying. You can return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. 4 Hyena Umbra, so for 1 mana you get 1/1 and First Strike with Totem Armor. 4 Rancor, which for 1 mana gives you 2 power and trample. When it goes to the grave from the battlefield, return it to your hand. And then we've got the 2 Sentinel's Eyes down here. An extra couple of sources of vigilance for Daybreak Coronet. Added bonus is the escape part that's down the bottom there, which is really sweet. If it goes to the grave for whatever reason, you can return it for just exiling 2 cards and paying 1 mana. Very strong. 1 Spider Umbra, so that's Totem Armor and Reach with 1/1 as well. 4 Daybreak Coronets, Hailmaker in the deck. So 2 mana. Gives you 3/3 First Strike Vigilance. Downside is an aura has to be attached to the creature for you to cast this or for it to hold on to the creature. And the one of all that glitters as that extra oomph aura that you top deck off. You pull off the top of your library. Gives you that extra power. Adds 4 power to the board. Something like that. Swing, bam. Got your opponent. So a bit of Death Shadow running around, bit of Prios Burn, all of that at the moment. So I'm having the 4 path in the main deck. There could be an argument to switch them out for the 4 ley lines. Either way, it's almost a coin flip at this stage. So whichever you prefer, you can go for. Path just has the added bonus of being good against like Uro decks, right? And against like Thoughtseize decks, I mean 50% of the time we're going to be on the play game 1, and we mostly just need to resolve that first creature, and then hopefully the top of our library helps us and they don't disrupt our hand or board too much. So moving across onto the sideboard here. I'm seeing less Tron at the moment, so we're on like 2 Gadok Teeg. Running 1 Dampening Spear over the 3rd Gadok Teeg again, because it's good on the draw. It hits their Tron lands regardless, which is really strong. And additionally, it's good against decks like Storm. So I think I'm happy bringing Damping Sphere back in. Jeskai Ascendancy combo seems to be making a resurgence as well. So it's a handy card to have against them, most definitely. Now, we've got 3 Rest in Peace in the sideboard. The landless combo deck, which drains you for 12 with Creeping Chill and then hits you for 16 with 4 Vengevines. It scares me. I've got Rest in Peace in here for it. Also added benefit of being good against Jund, Dredge, those sorts of things. Hushbringer, again, is going to be really good against that. It's going to be good against the Skyclave Apparition decks that are running about. We got Leyline of Sanctity for Thoughtseize decks. Lilianas and all of that. We've got Force of Vigors. I've dropped this one down to 2 for Blood Moon decks, for Artifact and Enchantment decks. 2 should still be enough, hopefully, most of the time. Alright, so we're going to get into today's match, guys. And we're going to look to get this one off to a winning start, hopefully. Results have been a bit up and down, and it's a little bit to do with everyone playing the new cards from Zendikar Rising. I mean, there's some sweet cards. There's definitely lots to be excited about, but from a Bogles player's perspective, there's a lot to be scared about at the moment, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some bannings with the Landless deck or the Belcher combo deck, because both seem pretty strong and pretty unfair, and they've banned decks like Hogak for about the same, really. Yeah, so we're gonna be getting into this one here today. Just wait to find our opponent, and we have found our match 1 opponent here for today. Let's go ahead and have a look. Looks like we lost the dice roll. We're up against Falcon, revealing Lurrus, so it could be a Shadow deck or it could be a Burn deck. Against both of those, Core Spirit Dancer is kind of weak, but double Core Spirit Dancer plus Totem Armor is potentially keepable, so I'm going to keep it and hope that it's mostly Burn and the second Spirit Dancer resolves, and then we can, you know, Hyena Umbra it. If it's the Lurrus Shadow deck, they normally play a 1-mana creature first anyway. Yeah. Alright, cool. So we're going to just play a tap Temple Garden. They don't do too much damage on the second turn, but obviously they could Thoughtseize, they could like play a Swift Spear, Thoughtseize, attack, Prowess for, you know, an extra 2. Looks like they're just attacking for 1, and they're shocking in Agadeem. They are. 3-mana shock. Oh, there's the Soul Scourge. Alright, so things are getting real quite quickly right now. Alright, let's go ahead and play our Core Spirit Dancer. I expect this one's probably going to die. But hopefully it paves the way for the next one next turn. We'll get our Totem Armor down, and then we'll be in a good spot from there. So it's only going to be bad if they kill this one. They then hit us with Thoughtseize. Alright, so Dismember. Not too bad for us. Scourge is still only a 1-1. Crash Through. Still not too bad for us. Alright, let's hope they're not holding up Fatal Push, because that would be backbreaking. I don't know if we'll be able to recover from a Fatal Push here. Alright, cool. So, high numbers down. We're looking like we're in a pretty solid spot now. I guess we're still dead to Dismember. Alright, they're just attacking with the Scourge, Skyclaves. So that's fine. Next turn we can do Sentinel's Eyes for obviously Vigilance, Ethereal Armor for a bunch of toughness, and we can start attacking for a lot. We do draw a second Core Spirit Dancer, so that's kind of strong. I think it's a little unnecessary though. I think I'm going to just go ahead, go Ethereal Armor. I think with 2 draws we'll expect to see at least an extra aura. Maybe I'm wrong. I think big creature like this, we're probably in a good spot anyway. Okay, we're just blank. We miss. That is okay. So I'm going to attack for 11. They're only on 10. They do have to block this. Yep, sweet. So they lose a Soul Scour Mage. That's good for us. So we're going to play a Bogle in the second main. We've already played a land for turn. I guess we're holding up Path. Opponent doesn't know that we don't have it. Our creature is big enough that we can now just block this Scourge. Scourge of Skyclaves. Apostle's Blessing for... it's going to be pretty strong. Hopefully they don't have Trample or Team of Battle Rage. So protection from white. We can chump block with the Bogle. Well, they just had it all. Ah, damn. If we had a Path, we would have... oh, wait. We're on 1? Oh, wait. Never mind. First strike, damage. Yeah, never mind. Oh, on top was Daybreak. Oh, no. That was really close. That was really, really close. Unlucky. So this deck has discard. So we're going to want our ley lines. We're going to want all of our paths. Our paths are very, very important here. Weak cards, of course, Spirit Dancer. I don't really like anything else in our sideboard. I'm just going to look to take out, of course, Spirit Dancer. Find a hexproof creature. Find a hand with Leyline in it. Hit them with Path. Get our flying down. Flying is very important in these shadow matchups. In the Jund matchup as well. So we've got a game plan here. We're of course going to be on the play and looking for a good 7. Okay, so this is not great. I'm going to keep it though. And reasons I'm going to keep it are because, like, this Suicide Zoo Death Shadow deck runs less discard, and its game plan is much less turn 1 discard and be a control deck with a giant creature on turn 3. It's more hit the gates running, get that powerhouse creature on turn 1, start attacking your opponent's life total, start attacking your own life total, play the bigger creatures. So they're much less permission based and more just all out aggressive. Of course they can still discard, so here's a thought series. They probably take the Daybreak here. There's a, like, taking Daybreak or Rancor is fine. They take the Daybreak. That's fine. All right, sweet. So we get a really good draw. So we get a nice aggressive creature here. Hopefully they're not on a Death Shadow hand, because that's going to be a difficult one for us. Of course, the argument for them taking Coronet there is if we top deck any aura and they don't have another discard spell, then, you know, we're in a good spot. Alright, so 5/5 Shadow. That's nice and scary. I am definitely playing this Sentinel's Eyes, and I am definitely attacking. Opponent can have Apostle's Blessing, Mutagenic Growth, cards to be aware of. We just need to apply all the damage to the Death Shadow. Lightning Bolt on themselves. Man, come off it. Well, that's pretty good for our opponent. We lose our creature. If this is their only creature, we can rebuild for next turn. They have Temur Battle Rage. Shocking in Temple Garden loses us the game. If they have Discard Spell, us not playing the Rancor probably loses us the game. It's really a 50-50. I think they only have 2 Temur Battle Rages, and they probably have more discard effects. So I think you're slightly hedged if you go for the Rancor line here. Shock into Rancor. Alright, obviously we can't block now. Opponent's attacking us for a lot. We're going to 8. We want to top deck some evasiveness here. We want to see a Griff Spoon right now. Alright, yep, there it is, the Scourge. Scourge down. Well, I mean, Lightning Bolt themselves is a line, but yeah, that's unfortunate. We were really close to having them. Maybe I made a little bit of a hasty, a little bit of an aggressive attack, but, like, honestly, you have to. We just lose. There's nothing we can do here. So that's going to be it for today's match, guys. That just goes to show you the strength of Death Shadow at the moment. The strength of the new Skyclave, Scourge of the Skyclaves creature card. Very powerful. And yeah, I mean, I think we were maybe a little bit unfortunate not to have Leyline or draw a flying spell or something like that, you could argue. But at the same time, most games, a hand like that's going to win most games for you. Like, that's a really good hand where you've got creature, double aura, or an aura into Daybreak Coronet. Daybreak Coronet's great in the matchup. If they don't have their Thoughtseize, which isn't that unreasonable, especially with the Suicide Zoo deck, you get there. So yeah, that's it. Unfortunate. We'll get on to match 2 and we'll fix things up. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave it a like or comment down below. If you're new, you want daily Bogles content, be sure to subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications every time a new video goes live. Thanks guys. I'll see you next time.